can't stand the fact that we had a conversation about superstar, not superstar, because one of the things that I emphasized repeatedly, regardless of the fact that I disagree with the superstar status.
Regardless of the fact that I disagree with the superstar status.
Damn. After one of the most clutch performances of the NBA Finals, after repeatedly hitting game winners, sending cats home, Stephen A. Smith still won't call Tyrese Haliburton a superstar. But is he right? Is he right? Or is Haliburton making us all look like idiots? Because look, I certainly thought he was overrated, and I took him as soft and I took him as lucky. But bruh, the results are saying that I'm dumb as hell and I should be banned from talking about the game, because Haliburton is absolutely a superstar. Facts. Welcome back to the channel. You know, this is where we don't hold back on the hottest NBA debates. Today, we're going to dive into this Haliburton superstar deal. All right, and his game one performance against OKC. That game winner with 0.3 seconds left. Straight ice. All right, but here's the thing. Like I say, Stephen A. doesn't think Haliburton is a superstar yet. Me, I was having a hard time. I'm still having a hard time embracing Haliburton as the man. All right, but the results, you look at the stats, the clutch moments, right? What are we talking about here? All right, now, is Stephen A. spot on or is he completely off? All right, and we got to talk about Andrew Nembhard. All right, shout out to that dude. Right? And the Pacers team, Oklahoma City may have a problem, y'all. Facts. All right, let's start with the straight facts. Haliburton is 5 for 5 this postseason in the final 15 seconds of regulation or overtime when the game is on the line. That's not just clutch. That's legendary, especially when the rest of the league is 4 for 26 in those situations. This dude is undefeated. So, yes, Haliburton is playing on another level right now, fam. Dude is a terror, all right? And I'm a New York Knicks fan, and all right, man, listen. This dude, man, listen. Forget the Taliban. It's the Haliban in these NBA streets. Right? This is Reggie Miller nightmare. Reggie Miller 2.0 all over again. But here's the question. All this fun and games, but does being clutch automatically make you a superstar? Right? He's having a hell of a run, but does that automatically make dude a superstar? Right? Stephen A. doesn't think so, and I'm still struggling to accept it as well. But the results are telling me otherwise, and if they win the chip, what we gonna say? I gotta eat crow, right? Because right now the results are speaking very loud. However, we're going to run through what Stephen A. had to say on set with the Morris twins. Shout out to them because they definitely know basketball and know what they're talking about. And we're going to react to what Stephen A. had to say. Take a listen.
Why? I just don't understand is you still haven't used that word superstar when we're talking about Haliburton. Like, I'm still confused at why you're not giving him that nudge. Secondly, yes, this team is not predicated on him scoring 30 points. Like, he doesn't have to score 30 points to have a good game. He had 10 rebounds. He was controlling the game. He made sure in the second half that they didn't turn the ball over. The first half, it was 20 turnovers. To the second half, he calmed the team down. He got them poised. He even took a step back and let other guys be able to take part in that game. And that's why I take my hat off to him, because he understands the game. It's not all about scoring. It's about control. It's about pace. It's about giving your teammates confidence. And that's what I love about him. And at the end of the game, we knew who the ball was going to be in what player hands, right? He came right to the ball, paceful, got to his spot, and was able to raise. Miss or make, win or lose, the Pacers did a really good job of exploiting certain opportunities that we haven't seen other teams exploit in this playoffs. If we go back to the last series when we talked about Minnesota, Minnesota had two players on that court that were kind of Achilles heel, right? Mike Conley's a really good player, but they was forcing people to go at him, right? So he played him off the court. Then you talk about Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert doesn't score the ball. He doesn't shoot the ball. He barely posts up. Now you go to a team like Indiana where every player on the team can do something. Every big on the team can shoot the ball, it'll pose problems. They move, they cut, they screen, right? Like it gets players a little bit thrown off because we're so used to seeing OKC load to the ball and be in the passing lane. So my thing was I wanted to see how that Indiana would be able to exploit that defense. And quite frankly, I still think that they gonna win the series.
Keith?
Yeah, like you said, man, it is extremely hard to guard a team that every single player that played the minute scored a point. Every single player that played in their game except for Ben Mathurin hit a three-pointer. It is impossible to guard a team like that. And Haliburton, let's check his stats. He was a plus 13 yesterday. And he's not your typical superstar because Marcus said, Stephen A., you called him a clutch player. He wasn't getting played off the court. He just was filling the game out. Let's take it back. This is a game one. Same way they did against the Knicks, down 15 in the fourth quarter. He did the exact same thing. A superstar player, normally what you want to see is a guy shooting 30 shots, scoring 30 points. The SGA type of guy. But this guy's a superstar player that does everything. He had 10 rebounds, 6 assists, plus 13 on the court. So every time when he was in the game, they were winning those games. Other than being in the first half when they had 20 turnovers, he brought the team together. They brought the team together, and they was able to do the exact same thing they did the Knicks in that series, was win a game being down 15 late in the game.
S.A.?
Well, listen, here's the deal, y'all. Let me try to explain. I'm going to try to explain this one more time because, the Twins, you ain't listening to me enough, okay? Here's the deal, fellas, all right?
We ain't listening, but we
Haliburton, you got 5 for 5 in the last 15 seconds. This is what they say here. 5 for 5 on shots within the final 15 seconds of regulation or overtime this postseason with the chance to tie the game or take the lead, while the rest of the NBA is 4 of 26 on such shots this postseason, all right? Shots this postseason within the last 5 seconds of regulation or overtime with the chance to tie the game or take the lead. Haliburton is 4 for 4. The rest of the league is 3 for 16. We know what he is doing. We know what he's doing in clutch moments. I'm saying to y'all, I watched the entire 48 minutes. I'm certainly not implying that y'all don't, but I'm just saying that when I judge and I think about a superstar, I'm thinking about the number one option on a night-in, night-out basis that's having to carry a certain load that others don't normally carry. When you think about a KD, when you think about a LeBron, when you think about a Steph Curry, the obligations that fall on their shoulders and the night-in, night-out level of production that they exhibit comes into play.
Fam, when I listen to the Morris twins give their analysis of Indiana, I can't help but agree with them. Indiana's starting 5 is a scoring threat at every position. Miles Turner at the 5 can shoot threes. Pascal Siakam is a hybrid for Scottie Pippen type. That's a mismatch. Naismith is another versatile, strong-bodied wing who could do everything, and he hits threes at a high clip. Nembhard at the 2, gritty defender, and dare I say he's a smaller version of SGA. He can score, and he got a little sauce with him. And then you got your 6'7" boy wonder at the point in Haliburton. He's doing everything they thought Lonzo Ball would do. Remember that guy? As a pass-first point guard with size. And the head coach deserves a lot of credit. Rick Carlisle has empowered all of them to be a weapon as one. The head coach and his superstar, it's like they've synced together to form Voltron. Right? And all of y'all newbies, y'all gonna have to look that one up. Y'all right behind their ears, Similac drinking babies. Gotta look who what Voltron is. Alright, wait. Excuse me. When your team is a plus 13 while you're on the court with the ball primarily in your hands and you're not scoring, that's next level control in the game. Alright? The strongest part of Haliburton's game is his passing. Yet, in that game 1, he had 10 rebounds and 6 assists. Then you throw in his shot making. Yo, it's beyond stupid. It's beyond stupid. 5 for 5 in the postseason? Bro, he got a rabbit's foot in his ass and a 4-leaf clover in his back pocket. Facts. You can't be serious. Yet, we all saw it, right? And we continue to see it. That's the issue. And if Stephen A. Smith is going to call Jalen Brunson a superstar, got to call Haliburton one because he sent Jalen Brunson home packing. right? And Haliburton is not just putting up numbers. He's elevating the team, controlling the game, and delivering, baby, when it matters the most. Isn't that what superstars do? Right? Now, Steph, Ant-Man, SGA, KD, Luka, yeah, they get buckets. Those are bucket getters, period. One-on-one, you're not stopping those guys. We get it. Haliburton is not that, so he looks different, right? It's like he's Clark Kent for most of the game. Then if it's close, my man goes in the phone booth and puts the case. But let's not forget, this was a team win for the Pacers. Andrew Nembhard was an absolute beast in game 1. That step back 3 on SGA, straight disrespectful. And then when Nembhard hit that shot, what happened? The Pacers, they turned into a different team. He gave SGA a taste of his own medicine. But remember when Shai Gilgeous got mad and pushed Nembhard? Nembhard was straight gangster with it. Came back, shoulder bump SGA to get his leg back. Let him know, yo, we not backing down. We still coming, fam. That's not soft. This team is not soft. They might look at that times. And Haliburton runs his mouth nonstop like I want to just smack him upside his head. But these dudes are not chumps. Obi Toppin was a turnover machine in the first half. The coach could have sat him for the rest of the game and nobody would have questioned it or thought about it. Nope. Carlisle kept going about that. And Bry started hitting threes like his name was Obi Curry. Coaching. The Pacers had 24 turnovers in game 1 and they still won, which is nuts. Small ball is not going to work against Indiana. They're too physical. They're too deep. This team is showing the hearts of a champion. Down 15 to the best team in the league, and they don't blink. They come back and win the game. They did it against the Knicks. Pay attention. Like Siakam said, we won and we played a bad game. Huh? Their confidence is through the roof right now. They looking at OKC like they fool. As far as Haliburton being a superstar, I'm going to be honest, man. I'm still not there yet. Even if they win the chip, I have to see it some more. And I might be spoiled because of the basketball, like the gladiator basketball I'm accustomed to, if I'm truly convinced. I just don't think you can win consistently without that one guy. When everything in the world goes to shit, he could put the team on his shoulders at will. That one guy who is the ultimate security blanket. All right? And that's what's kind of making this series kind of fascinating. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is that guy. He showed you all season. Or OKC, he is the one guy that can do that. So it's a contrast in styles, King Kong, Godzilla type thing. All right, but here's the thing, fam. What side of the fence are you on? Are you on Stephen A's side? Or is Haliburton already a superstar to be mentioned with the likes of Ant-Man, KD, Luka, Steph? Or do you need more? Like Stephen A, like myself. Because I ain't gonna lie, I need more, man. And this next game, game 2, is gonna tell me why or not I need more. All right? But also, can the Pacers pull off one of the most shocking finals upsets in NBA history? What do you think? Get in the comments, turn up, you know the vibes. And on your way out, if you enjoyed your stay, tap the like for us, fam. Don't be stingy with the likes. Let us know you rock with the channel. But if you really turned up, go ahead and subscribe and become part of the In Your Face Hoops family. Till the next video, keep it real with yourself first. Be safe and God bless.